Ever suffered that moment where you knew you had an assignment due, yet your body simply refused to get down to work? Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Shannan and I will be guiding you on how to stop your habit of procrastination. Procrastination is a form of putting off a certain task beneficial for us in the long term in order to satisfy ourselves in the short term. When we procrastinate, what happens is we push problems away, but unfortunately what happens is when we push problems away, it doesn't go away. Instead, it compounds, so in the future we will have more problems to solve. To have the discipline to stop procrastinating is easier said than done, obviously, but it can be accomplished by turning to the action into a habit which requires much less motivation and willpower. My first tip that I can give you to stop procrastination is to prioritize your tasks based on urgency and importance. Now, what do I mean by prioritizing your tasks? Well, Dwight Eisenhower, the 34th President of the United States, created a priority matrix which I found really helpful. So, in the first quadrant are the important and urgent tasks which you need to do right away. For example, that could be an assignment which is due tomorrow. The obvious choice would be get to work right away. Now, for the second quadrant, that would be the important but not so urgent task. Well, for such tasks, you should schedule it in a way that you can do it in the future. For example, that would be studying for an exam which is in 2 months time. What you can do is, during those 2 months time leading up to your exam, you should schedule blocks of time where you sit down and study. In the third quadrant, that will be the non-important but urgent task. For example, that would be let's say you wanted more info from a lecturer and you wanted to email him or her. What you can do is you should delegate it to someone else to do it for you. I know it may sound stupid to ask your friend to email the actual lecturer for you, but honestly your friend could just ask the lecturer for info and pass it down to you. Makes it much more easier. For the fourth quadrant, that will be the non-important and non-urgent tasks. For such tasks, the simple answer is to don't do it. Of course, because chances are these tasks are usually a waste of time and are actually normally bad habits which you want to avoid doing anyway. A huge tip that I can give you when you feel like putting off the task at hand is to just tell yourself to do 2 minutes of the required action. For example, you have one chapter to study. What you should tell yourself is to only study 1 page. You may ask, what? It sounds stupid to only study 1 page. Listen to me, alright? I picked up this 2 minute rule from James Clear in his book Atomic Habits, where the key is to simply just get started. Once you get started, the rest of the task simply becomes much easier and simpler as you can gain the momentum to continue. For referring back to this case study, once you start studying 1 page, what happens is after you finish, you probably will tell yourself, alright, I've already studied 1 page, I might as well study a whole chapter. I've set up the study room to be such. Another good point of this is the chances are when you start doing the task, you eventually enter into the flow state, which is the term coined by the renowned psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, where he stated that being in a flow state is when a person becomes so focused at the task at hand that he or she lose all sense of time and the surroundings around them. I implemented this rule when scripting this video last night, and what happened is I stayed up way past my bedtime for around 1 hour and 30 minutes because I was so focused at the task at hand, and I eventually finished the script. My last tip would be to create artificial deadlines. Here's the thing, artificial deadlines on itself aren't that effective, as you yourself know that they are artificial and the real deadline will probably be a few weeks later. So what you can do to make this strategy effective is to actually reward yourself if you hit the artificial deadline, or if you don't, punish yourself. that's a really good way to hold yourself accountable for this deadline you have set. Honestly, if you are watching this video at this point, chances are that you click on this video because you were procrastinating and pushing off things. And now, I don't care if this really ruined my viewership, retention or whatever, but I want you to click off this video now and get to your task. You have gotten my point, and what's important is that you apply it in real life. Watching the video will not help you unless you apply these tactics. However, if you're still watching until this part of video, don't beat yourself up. Alright? Practicing the art of avoiding procrastination is a skill that needs time and time to practice eventually in order for us to master. If you want to learn how to remove distraction and regain your focus in your life, make sure to click this video right over here. I hope you like this video. If you like it, smash the subscribe button and click on the notification bell so you do not miss out on the next one. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.